What's up, everybody? We are camping today with Spencer,
Hello?
Haley Dog, and Parker and Mommy are over there somewhere. And this is a really nice spot. We're on the Long Sault Parkway, just on the St. Lawrence River. And right over there is the beach, really, really close. And then over there is a nice play structure for the kids. Why don't you tell us about that island right over there?
That is the United States of America. Super close. It didn't take that long to get here in the car. So we're probably like very close. I could probably canoe over there with our canoe over there.
Probably.
Yeah.
We could cross the border in our canoe.
Yeah.
Let's go. Got the GoPro on. Do not enter. So we are about to go see the sunken road of a time long, long ago.
Jay?
Yeah.
Remember when we went down there with the Jimmy and it scratched up our car?
Did we scratch up our car?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So guys, you guys at home, this is an old town that used to be here, and when they flooded the St. Lawrence River to build the dam, there was a town around here, and it just it got swallowed up by the river, and everyone had to move to a new town close by here called Ingleside. But anyways, this is one of the roads that's left over, and one of the tricks when we first came here with the kids, we started the car way down there, and we just sped really, really fast all the way to here, and we scared the kids. Remember that?
No.
What? You don't remember that?
I'm only remembering what Mommy told me.
I remember you guys were like, we were getting up to right around here, and you were like, stop, stop.
I actually remembered it. I think I went on
Oh, really? Yeah, there are some buildings still under the water, and it's like, it's but just the foundations that are left. You can actually see them on Google Maps. What is all that? Well, it's like someone, I know what that is. That's canned food. Yeah, someone just opened up some canned food. You see, that's like a can. I dare you to pick it up. Ugh, that's gross. It feels kind of cool. So, should we start walking and see how far we get? I don't know. I think it gets pretty deep, doesn't it?
Oh, that was a cool thing.
So yeah, maybe I'll leave. Maybe I'll leave the link in the description about this area on Google Maps, so you guys can check it out. It's pretty neat. You can see like foundations, and you can see the old road here that we're standing on, and it actually continues over there.
Yeah.
Look, that's like some old cement, maybe from someone's house. Yeah. Oh, here's a piece of metal.
It's really a piece of metal or a piece of stick?
Oh, it's metal.
It's like a stick.
It's a piece of rebar. You know, from someone's foundation, or maybe a farm or something. I bet you, oh man, you know, I should have brought my metal detector out here. That would have been fun. Oh, I know, Spencer would get bored after a while. Daddy is always looking for metal.
Yeah.
Alright, good morning guys. It is Monday morning, and I'm up before the family. I woke up pretty early this morning. Apologize guys, I had a whole bunch of footage from this weekend, but I was just looking over it and the footage is all bad for some reason. Like, I use this little lav mic here, and for volume. That's all I have right now, but I've ordered something new. Anyways, it takes a battery to run it, and the battery went dead. So yeah, so anyways, let me show you guys what I sold over the weekend. It was pretty neat stuff. Okay, so this stuff is, there's two things that sold. I made listings this weekend. These laptops they sold within 24 hours of me listing them. And these laptops, they sold for $100. I think it's just going to Quebec. Yeah, it's just, oh no, sorry, New Brunswick. And it's $30 for shipping. This, I believe this laptop store bought laptops from me before. And I've sent them other laptops in the past. And so they just repair and resell laptops, I suppose. They have a pretty good rating there on eBay. That's what I sold them for, and so I just took the hard drives out, and then I just noted each one that would I plugged each of them on, and they all work, and I just kind of made general observations about each one. So I just put it all four up for $100, and it sold right away. Now, what I think I should have done is just put it up for auction. You know, $100, starting at $100. Sometimes I forget to do that. You know, I'm usually 99% of my listings are all fixed priced. I hardly ever do any auction at all. But for this one, I probably should have, and then just let it ride, because it's kind of hard to judge like how much 4 of those laptops would be worth. So you just let the people decide for you. But anyway, so I'm just happy to get that. I mean, it's $100. I can't complain. I'm not complaining at all. All right, so this is something that sold right away. And when I mean right away, it sold within 20 minutes of me making the listing for this. I sold this for $45, and it has $20 or $18 for shipping going to British Columbia. And that is, this is a Singer sewing machine bobbin shuttle hook assembly. So this sits underneath inside the sewing machine, underneath the plate where the pin goes up and down. And this is just like a little shuttle hook assembly. So don't know too much about it, but I saw that they do sell very well on eBay. There's lots of them for sale. And this is from a 306K Singer sewing machine built in the 50s. And it also came with a bunch of these bobbin reels. So they just sit down there like that with the thread on it, you know, and then that goes on top. And it kind of clips in like that somehow. I just have it off right at the moment. So, yeah, so it sold really fast. Again, same with the laptops. I probably should have put that for auction because I wasn't exactly sure how much it would sell for. I knew it would sell pretty well, but I've seen some of them on eBay go for like $70, even $80, Canadian dollars, that is. So anyways, I'm happy to get $45. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not greedy. Like, I mean, you know, I'm not like, I don't want to get like every possible penny I can get from this stuff. I'm just happy to make some money, and then, cause you know, I get all this stuff for free. Like I don't spend any money on my inventory, but you know, like to just get a good amount of money, that's the market value at least. I don't want to underprice my stuff. All right, so this sold last night. This is a Whirlpool refrigerator condenser fan motor. Comes with a bracket and the fan blade. So that sits right beside the main motor of the refrigerator to keep it cool, to cool it down, and to keep all the coils that are underneath the refrigerator, to keep all those coils off so the fridge works normally. So that's I sold that for $39.95 and $13 for shipping going to Ontario. And these I find they sell very well, very easy to test. You know, just make sure it turns on when you plug in the refrigerator, and you can take it out. Chances are it's going to be really dirty and dusty. Just take some compressed air, blow it all off, and you know, you can just take like a toothbrush or something and just there might be some, you know, more caked on type stuff, and he's really easy to clean up. So this guy sold here. This is a Sharp Compet SC2109 calculator. Really cool. It's got like the old green lights there. It looks really neat. I love vintage calculators. I've sold pretty much every time I get a nice vintage calculator like this, I sell it, and it sells for a good price. I sold this one for $45, and it has $13 for shipping going to Quebec. yeah, so that's really nice. And the other thing is that the person who bought it, they left positive feedback right away. So that's always a nice little touch, you know, when the customer does that, you know, without even receiving it, they just automatically leave positive feedback. I think that's really cool. I've had quite a few people messaging me, asking me questions about this book. So this is it's Myers, and it's a pump company. There's from Ashland, Ohio, and so it's just a catalog of pumps and other products that they would make. Okay, so it's just see, it has all these tabs here, and you can kind of browse, look through it there. It's just pumps and I don't know what else they would do, but so it's just little neat little advertisements and some other information. Yeah. And that's not related, but I just added that as well. So yeah, so I just listed that up for sale, and it sold $29.95. It's going to Pennsylvania, $20 for shipping. All right, guys, so this is the biggie, and I showed this in my last video. So this is a burner cartridge from a stove top range. So you see there's the connectors over there. There's this, it's a Genair Radiant model. You see AR141 Radiant cartridge, practically brand new, practically it's never been used. The people called me up because they were renovating their kitchen, and they had a whole bunch of their old appliances that they had to get rid of, and their old appliances that they were selling their house, so they were redoing their kitchen. And they told me that this cartridge, they just never used it, and they had a different thing inside their countertop range. So anyways, I looked it up I guess a couple weeks ago, and they sell for a lot. So I sold this guy $250, and that was how much? $28 for shipping. It's going to Quebec, so it's local to me, and it comes with this nice styrofoam. So that's a savior, you know, for packing. And so I just have to find a box, put some extra stuffing in there, and away it goes. And that was the weekend, guys. It was really good, and I just got to pack it all up now. Okay, finally made it out of the house, and I've done all my packages. So I got those ones there. That is the Radiant stovetop. That's kind of a Frankenstein type deal, but it's well protected, so that's all that matters. And that's the laptops. That's double box too. So yeah, I'm just heading over to the shop now. So the post office is closed right now. They're closed for lunch, so I'll have to take this stuff with me to the shop where I pick up a whole bunch of scrap. They give me a lot of scrap metal, and then I come back, or then I go to the post office. And then I'm just noticing here, I got a lot of army ants around here. I don't know if you can see these guys. Look at all those buggers. Those guys really hurt. Yeah, so this Sunday, it was a pretty cool day. I went into my parents' house. They gave me a bunch of stuff. So if you're following along in the videos, you'll know my dad's an electrician, and he's, you know, it's like around 65 now, so he's, you know, trying to retire. But yeah, he's just emptying out his shed that he has all this loose wire and stuff that he keeps for scraps, but he never uses, so he just wanted to clean out his shed. So a lot of stuff in there. I'm not going to show it to you right now. I just want to empty it all out, and then I think the next scene you'll see is me back here, you know, and then I'll have some more scrap, and then I'll go through all this stuff too. That'll be pretty neat. So yeah, I got to empty this out first, and then I'm going to get going. Just made it back home, except I forgot the packages. So I left 2 packages on the porch there. Oh well. Just have to go back out. I have to empty out the truck first. This is what I got. So, one nice furnace. So there's a hot water tank. 2 of these ACRs. Lots of copper on that. And a little bit of shred down there. Loose tin. They gave me this, I guess that's like a concrete bit, you know, for drilling through foundations, but I'm sure it's not good anymore. Little bits of copper. I brought some of this copper with the stuff on it, and my scrapyard gave me number 2 copper price for it. I'm not sure if they were just being nice to me or if it's acceptable like that. Probably not acceptable, but you know, little bits of copper and copper brass, a little motor, scrap motor, and they gave me another one of these boilers. These are just all, I can't salvage any parts off of these things. Oh, sorry, actually there is the circulator motor down there. I have a listing for that. Test those out, make sure they're working okay. And this just is loaded with brass and copper fittings. A whole bunch of brass down there's a great big chunk there. These are all brass, copper, and this is stainless steel heatsink. Down inside here there's a big brick of copper. It's like a heat exchanger. It's probably around $20. It's like number 2 or number 3 copper. Trailer is full of scrap. Little scrap pile here, 3 furnaces, and just a lot of this heavy pipe that I still have to bring in. So I'll probably do a load tomorrow. So he gave me some of this lighting here. This is all still good. There's no breaks or anything in the cable. So that's just all work lights. You know, you string those in a job site, and you have lots of these cages. You know, you could still attach, still use it. It's fine. Gave me a Federal Pioneer panel. He told me that was still worth some money. He gave me his old Makita set. Now I don't know what's wrong with it. He said like all the tools work, but maybe the charger, maybe the battery are defective. Still have all those cutoffs I have to go through. Ceiling exhaust kits. I'm gonna keep one. I'll probably keep that one. Gave me 2 of these heavy duty, 220, 240 volt extensions. Definitely not scrap. It's keep life. Just a panel. I think that's just. Oh, there's another Makita battery there. Yeah, put that in there. He gave me just a bunch of his old sockets he had laying around. Oh, I love this Hilti here. This is a nice drill. So I used to work with my dad quite a bit when I was a teenager. You know, I remember using this when I was like 15 or 16. You know, drilling into foundations. You know, it's just a really nice hammer drill. So he said it's on and off, works on and off. So you know, maybe it's a switch, maybe the motor needs to have the brushes changed on the armature or something like that. Definitely worth trying to fix. I love that guy. But this is a generator panel, square D generator panel, brand new in box. Switches and stuff like that. A lot of these bits are kind of spent. Just mostly scrap down there, I think. There's a few Decora 3-way switches I want to keep. Now this contactor, man, oh man, this is a serious contactor. Rated at 600 volts, so you can use a 50 horsepower motor for this contactor. And my dad tested it out right there in front of me, and it worked. And my dad, he's immune to electricity. He'll go and he'll touch like both the hot and the neutral wire, like, yep, there's power. So yeah, he tested in front of me. It makes a big loud bang when the contactor goes off. It's pretty cool. So that's a big heavy duty piece right there. It's rated at 25 horsepower at 200, 30, and then 50 horsepower motor. That's a big motor. So yeah, a little bit of scrap here. Scrap life, copper, and you know, some of that pretty nice wire in there. Here's a bag I haven't gone through yet. So let's see what's in here, shall we? All right. Take a picture of them and tell Dad what was in this bag, you know, because he may still need that stuff. Those are old switches. That. Oh my God. Rated at 600 volt. That's a heavy duty sucker. Tape. More wire. Cool. Another box. That's a nice trouble light. Just needs a new cord. It's easy. They gave me their old electric. Still works. I have a furnace there from a pickup that I did last week from the shop. I only did one pickup last week, and that's okay. I kind of like that. I kind of like only doing one pickup because, you know, when they call, it's good. When they don't call, it's good too, because it means I don't have to go anywhere. I picked up that Mastercraft bandsaw at my drop-off bin last week, and it doesn't turn on. Two dryers here. One of them works perfect, or sorry, the washer from a couple weeks ago. This dryer works perfect. I had a friend drop off this I-beam. It's from a log splitter. It's all warped. He just dropped it off here in my yard while I was away camping. And I saw that furnace from my drop-off bin. And this is nice. It has, it's a bit faded now, but it said new transformer 2016. So that there is a nice piece. And then that these relays are good too for reselling, and the motor too. But trying to sell the whole oil burner in one, you know, it's not really, it's too much shipping. People are just usually looking for the parts for those. But yeah, look at that. Isn't that a beauty? Yeah, this is an oldie. Look at that wheel. Just beauty. And the hardware and everything. It's just all metal bucket. Really nice. It's all good condition. So definitely going to try and restore this guy. I even want to try and reuse these old bolts and everything. I just have to get some, get it loosened up somehow. But yeah, and then try, maybe I'll, you know, I come across wheelbarrows all the time where something's wrong, but those poles are still good. So I'm going to wait till I can find a cheap pair of handles, because you can buy them. They're like 50 bucks or something like that. They're kind of crazy. All right, let me show you the rest of the scrap wire. This stuff here is really good. There's actually a couple pieces here that are, I think, are at least 25 feet long. Really worth trying to resell that. Definitely good stuff. It's like BX, but it has the aluminum sheath, armored sheath on it, and then you have this rubber as well. I'm gonna try and sell it, I guess, but you know, I just got so much to sell. Some other wires that he gave me, a lot of heavy duty stuff in there. Where was that one piece I wanted to show you? Oh, here it is. Yeah, he gave me that. Look at that guy. That's expensive stuff. You know, there might be 4 or 5 feet, I guess, right there. And this stuff can go for anywhere between $10, $20 a foot. It's really expensive. I was at my dad's house. We cleaned out his shed, but really the reason why I hung with my dad all day is that we went out to my uncle's farm. He's actually my great uncle. So there may be a big clean out job coming up shortly. Still more questions than answers about if, when, where, how, all that sort of stuff. So just stay tuned for that. I may have a great big clean out job. I'm actually thinking of, you know, trying to get some sort of outdoor shelter made just for this job. It's just that big and that good. All right, a little bit of stuff here at the drop-off bin. 2 shelves, air conditioner, these CD racks, old stereo, old vacuum, old TVs, old telephones. See a lot of these ones are always broken. The day that my scrapyard stops accepting TVs is the day I have to close this, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to run something like this. It's just TVs are the big ones. Pretty much everything else you can kind of get rid of. You know, it's just a lot of plastic you would have to deal with. Yeah, but yeah, still getting some good stuff here. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you that on the side, but I just picked that up on the side of the road. Keurig. Always pick those up, guys. These water reservoirs, they always sell in these. All right, next day, let's go to scrapyard. There's probably around like 10 or 12 air conditioners, just the tin, like the side panels and everything, all the air conditioners taken apart. And this one here, there are 3 furnaces, and then the 1 hot water tank. A lot of this piping. Yeah, it's definitely a good load of scrap. Not sure what the prices are these days. It's been about a week since I brought in shred steel. They're probably still giving me $150 a ton. They seem to be pretty consistent. Anyways, let's go. Go get this unloaded. Nice day. Beautiful day. wire. Ow. Bit me. Ah. I want to show you guys something real quick here, what I'm doing tonight. Just sitting here chopping off these cut-offs here. Okay, so I found probably the best method I've used so far is just using a hatchet, and I'll show you here in a second. Hopefully you guys can see this, but I'm just hitting it kind of right in the spot closest to the metal as I can, and they're just all falling off, which is great. Been able to do this pile really fast. This one just, of course, doesn't want to cooperate. I won't waste your time with that one, but this one, for example, you can see, even if it still has a little bit of aluminum left, you can still use this method. I've been using this method and it works really well. You know, before I was doing it, pulling off one at a time with a pair of pliers, it was really a big pain. I'll show you this one here. This pile here, maybe like, hasn't taken me that long really, maybe half hour. Before, these things took me forever to do. And I really dreaded hating doing them. But now, I like this one. I like this way.